path fit for physical education and health, video discussion recording class. So in this topic, we're going to talk about sports and introduction. So listen carefully. So before going to continue, so let me remind you, this is the continuation of our topic yesterday. This is called the part 2, and also we have part 3. So just listen carefully. This topic will include in your final topics and also include in your exam on final. So let's start. So chapter 9, sports and introduction. So before going to do that, let me introduce some lesson objectives of this topic. Number 1, to know the definition of sports and its different classification. Number 2, to learn the important aspect in learning a sports. Next, to understand the tactical and technical skills in playing sports. Third one, the last one, fourth, to learn the safety measures to avoid unnecessary injuries in playing games and sport. This you should know the objectives of this topic so that you will not ignore all the rules of the sports. Next, on sports, sports is an activity that requires physical action and skills where individuals or teams compete under a set of rules. Next, it is classified into individual, dual, or team sports. So there are three. Sports is classified into three: individual, dual, and team sports. In individual, sports are played by one participant on each competing side. So that is an individual. For dual, sports are played by two competing pairs. So dapat pare siya. This is called the dual. While team sports are played with the 3 or more players. So like sample for that, a small team, that's we call sipak takraw. 3 na gani siyang three players in one group. So that's we call considered a team sports. So here's our example of sports. So sports, we have badminton. For the badminton, asa siya nabilong? Saan ba siya nabilong ang badminton? Dual, individual, and team. Because badminton is na ay single, na ay double, or a team. So na siya. Basketball. Basketball is we call a team sports. Sa team sports na. So try to observe the dot on the on my PowerPoint. So the bowling, that's we call individual and team sports. Sa football, we have also team sports. Lawn tennis is we call complete individual, dual, and team sports. Track and field na ay individual. We have also team sports. Table tennis or ping pong, complete individual, dual, and team. So skating, complete yapon siya. Softball, team sports. Swimming, dual, and team. Volleyball is a team sports. Volleyball, beach is a dual sports. Beach volley is a dual sports lang na siya, not team. Okay, so those are the example of those sports classified as dual and individual. So next, the individual or dual sports versus team sports. So ano ba yung mga individual? Individual sports fosters a higher amount of discipline, self-confidence, focus, and passion. The individual player is solely responsible for winning or losing, succeeding or failing. Pwede mo ana tanan. If you don't have This one, the discipline in yourself, wala kayong focus and passion sa ginagawa mo, hindi ka talaga mananalo. Okay, in a team sports, many variables are considered to determine the success or failure of a team. You should, dapat meron kayong teamwork as a team. Mahirap tong team. Dapat talaga may practice. Kesa, lahat naman tayo may magpa-practice, pero kesa sa individual, mas madali kasi ikaw lang mag-decide. Mahirap yung may group ka na hindi mag-participate yung iba, fail talaga kayo. So, di ba? Same in your group. If there are one people or one of your classmates didn't participate in your group, sample in your webinar, yan talaga ang sinasabi ko sa mga leaders. But pag may isa na hindi nagpa-participate, huwag niyong isali para hindi kayo madamay. So, hopefully you can get my ideas. So, failure of a team magagawa talaga yan pag may isa na hindi nagpa-participate. Although individual sports and skills are helpful, performance will not really rely on a single talent. A team performance or succeed depends on collective efforts of each players. Remember hindi lang sa sports, sa lahat. Pag may ginagawa kayo ng team, yung hindi lang sa sports, sa sa reporting, ba talaga dapat may mag-participate yan lahat para mag-succeed kayo. Okay? Those are individual and dual versus team sports. Yun ang kesa mas madali yung dalawa lang kayo, dual. Mas madali yung compared to team sports, mas madali ang dual at saka individual. Kasi mas more effort kayo sa team para paano mo ba yun mapanalo sa yung team. Kung may isa o dalawa na hindi magpa-participate, di ba? So, think of it. Okay, next. Important aspect to consider in learning a sports. Ano ba yung mga importanteng aspeto? Okay, number 1, the history. History, the inventor of sports, country of origin and development of a game. Next, court dimension or the venue, where the games are played, indoor, outdoor, or both. Asan ninyo? Saan ba kayo maglalaro? Dapat alamin nyo yun. Different designs for male and female and safety procedure for each players. Dapat, kung may gagawin kayo, dapat safety lahat. Hindi lang sa sports, lahat. Pag may nagawa kayo, dapat unahin nyo. Isipin niyo muna yung safety nyo. Kung safe ba dito, safe ba kayo maglaro, or safe ba kayong magpunta doon sa lugar na gusto nyo. Safety first. Di ba? So next, the last one is the equipment and gear. So yung mga equipment, meron ba? The proper protective gears, uniforms, and outfits which also involve safety or players and the officials. So dapat proper attires. As what I've said, pag may ginagawa kayo, depende sa anong gagawin nyo. Pag sports, pang sports attire. Pag depende pa yung dancing. Kasi hindi pare-pareho yung sa iba natin gagawin. Pag punta kayo ng mall or anything, dapat yung outfit mo is nababagay sa pinupuntahan nyo. Kasi magpuka kayong katawa-tawa if you don't follow your outfit procedure. So, halangan mang punta ka ng mall pero naka swimming attire. Diba? So, gano'n na rin yun. So, next, important aspect to consider learning sports. This is the continuation. Number 4, the technical and tactical skills. Technical skills are the basic of playing the game. So those are technical skills yung sa basketball, dribble, shooting pass, while the tactical skills are the strategies to take advantage during the game. So kung wala kayong tactical, kasi pare-pareho, for example, pare-pareho lang kayo pag pumunta kayo ng contest. Pare-pareho kayong singer, pare-pareho kayong dribbler, magaling kayo. So, dyan nyo tatalunin ang kalaban nyo sa strategies nyo. Ano ba yung plan? Ano ba yung plano? So, dyan sila mahirap. Dyan nyo puntuhin ang yung kalaro para matalo nyo sila. So, dapat kayo may technical and tactical skills sa grupo nyo. Sino ba yung magpa-plan? Siguro sa yung coach or leader nyo sa grupo. So, dapat may technical and tactical skills. Dapat combine yung dalawa. Rules of the games. You should know the rules of the games. So, dapat alam nyo yun. That's very important. Set of rules on how the game is played. Violation, penalties, how to score points, how many players are allowed, or etc. So, dapat alam nyo yung rules sa game before kayo maglaro. Hindi yung basta-basta lang maglaro. Pero, mostly of the players, if they love that game events, dapat alam nyo yun before siya sasaba. Before he or she join the competition. The officiating. The officials of the game, their duties and responsibilities of calling for violation penalties, points, etc. and regulating fair play. Yun dapat ang talaga. So, the officiating dapat isa rin yun sa mga laro. One of the examples for that is yung may bias is the basketball. Also, mostly pag hindi ka talaga ng officials, siguro hindi na I've been experienced for that in my team before. So, buti na lang magagaling yung mga players. So, wala talaga tayong laban if the officials na ang ating kalaban. So, those are the important aspect. Technical skills in playing sports. Technical and tactical. So, technical skills in playing sports, these are the basic or fundamental skills needed to play the game. So, dapat alam mo yon. Magbabalibol ka, dapat alam mo yung mga drills ng volleyball. Alam mo yung mga techniques. So, these are required in all sports. It advantages in degrees or levels as a player. Practices or get used to doing the skills. Dapat alam mo yung paano i-dribble lahat ng techniques para kayo manalo. Example for this are dribbling, passing, and shooting in basketball, and ball receptions, attacking, spiking, and sitting in volleyball. So, yon na. Dapat ang technical skills niyo, alam nyo, master nyo para may chance kayong manalo. At saka i-apply ang technical and tactical skills. So, yun dapat. Tactical skills in playing sports. Technical yung una, this time tactical skills. So, tactical skills, these are the decisions-making skills or strategies used in different situations during the game. Yung nagpaplano ng head of the team or the coach. Siya ang magpaplano niyan. Paano ba ninyo talunin yung kalaban? So, pareho kayong magaling. Pareho kayong lahat, pare-pareho. So, dyan yung tatalunin. Saan ba sila mahina? Sinong players ba yun? Ang mag-study niyan yung coach. Dapat pakita yan sa coach pag on the game na. This may vary depending on the trainer or coach skill level on the athletes or the strength and weaknesses of the opposing team. Dapat alam mo dapat alam mo yung mga weaknesses ng players. The last one, the use of tactical, this is not the last one. The use of tactical decision during the game is called game sense. Dapat may sense yung game nyo. So, game sense dapat. So, paano ba yun malalabanan? Example, malapit ng time sa ball. Malapit ng time, half point lang sila ang lamang ng kalaban. So, paano mo yun ipapanalo? O, diba? So, dyan, mag-brainstorming ang coach. So, 5 steps in teaching tactical skills. So, there are 5 steps. So, take note for this one. If you are an athlete, I know iba talagang pandemic, hindi natin na apply yung mga ganyan sa ngayon. But, we can still technical skills. We still doing in our house. So, number 1 for that is distinguish the important decisions. Ano ba yung mga pinaka-importanting decision? So, dapat firm ka. This establishing essentials knowledge for athletes. So, dapat mag-establish kayo ng mga knowledge. Ano ba yung dapat i-apply? O ito yung ginagawa talaga yan sa coach. Recognizing the signal in situation, dapat may mga signal ka as a coach, as a team, as a leader, dapat may mga signal ka na ginagawa sa team nyo. Pag hindi yan magawa na, hindi yung isang strategy nyo, may plan A, plan B, plan C. Plan A, ginagawa nyo. Pag hindi yan gumagana, plan B tayo. Ito yung gagawin natin, so, para manalo. Next, number 3, recognizing the signals in situations. Number 4, giving appropriate tactical options. Yun. May mga options kayong gagawin. Again, as what I've said, may mga plan A, plan B, and plan C. Kung maaari, up to Z. Kung hindi talaga, huwag kayong mawalan ng pag-asa sa team nyo. Yun talaga. Ang pinaka-importante, dapat may teamwork. Okay, giving appropriate tactical options, dapat may mga options kayo. The last one, the 5, planning a practice game. That's the very important to achieve your goal. Dapat may mga plano kayo. Yung ginagawa nyong mga program sa written activity nyo, dalawa, diba sa basketball at volleyball, nagpasa kayo. So, yun ang mga planning practice, skills and drills. Dapat, that's we call the technical skills in sports. So, that's one way of the technical skills. So, those are the 5 steps in teaching tactical skills. Some considerations in choosing a sports. Dapat may consideration kayo pag pumipili kayo ng sports. Number 1, weather extremities, hot or cold, or outdoor sports activities. Number 2, enjoyment derived from the activity. Dapat enjoy kayo. Enjoy lang kayo. Yun ang importante. Next, previous activities tried and enjoyed. Next, financial capacity or budget. Dapat alamin yung budget kung kaya ba. Activities like ice skating, golf, golf, blah, blah, blah. Madami. Pero sa atin parang malabo yung mangyayari mga ice skates, golf, scuba. Bahira lang yung mga ganyan. So, lakbayan na natin yan. So, the state of health and living of fitness, demands of physical activities may be exceeded for the body. Having the condition is recommended. Dapat condition yung katawan nyo. Before kayo sabak sa mga gawain nyo sa sports, everything exercise, dapat condition. Huwag kayong maglaro or mag-dance, everything if hindi kayo conditions. You should know your conditions of your body. Capacity of your body, kung kaya mo ba. Or otherwise, may injury, may collapse, everything mangyari sa iyo. So, para maiwasan yun, dapat you should know your capacity. Next, the last one, the other alternative activities that will give motivations. Dapat may motivations kayo. Okay? So, next. Those are the example giving a consideration choosing a sports. Next, example of sports and movements in each component. So ano ba yung mga movements, sports and movements in each component? Self-related fitness components, we have agility, balance, coordination, reaction time, speed, and power. So example of sports, basketball, agility, tennis, cycling, gymnastics, yung mga balance. Sa agility, yung basketball at tennis, dapat pas-pas mo. So sa balance, yung cycling, gymnastics, coordination, table tennis, baseball, and soccer. Okay, next, reaction time, swimming, basketball also. Speed, athletics, badminton, and baseball. The power, baseball, and powerlifting. Movements, changing for the agility movements, changing directions to escape a defender, changing directions to hit the ball. So, ito yung mga example ng mga movements. Try to observe. Okay, let's proceed. Safety measures to avoid unnecessary injuries in playing games of sports or sports. So, dapat alam mo yung safety. That's number one talaga. Number one, safety equipment. Number two, hydration. Number three, perform moderate intensity physical activity. And the last one, the weather condition. So you should know before you're going to play or saan ba kayo pupunta. You should know your safety. Hydration, perform moderate intensity, hindi yung parang katapusan mo na. Yung do your best. And the weather condition. So that's all for this topic. So hopefully you enjoy and view and study this video discussion in our part 4. So till then, we have part 3 for this video. So good luck. Have a nice morning.